Okay, we're continuing the Chapter 4 review for Honors Algebra 2 and picking up on models for 7, 8, 9, and 10. What we're supposed to do in this one is subtract, but if you look closely on number 7, there's also an instance of multiplying by a scalar. Now, multiplication takes priority, so I'm going to multiply the first matrix by 4, and you're going to see all of the numbers in the matrix multiplied by 4. Okay, all of the numbers got multiplied by 4. And in the second matrix, all of the numbers get multiplied by 3. Now, we still haven't used the subtraction yet. It's a mistake to multiply everything by negative 3 unless you want to change the operation to adding a negative 3, in which case this would have become an addition. So you want to think of that multiplication as 3 times this matrix, not negative 3 times the matrix. Okay, so at this point, we're going to do the subtraction, and subtraction goes corner by corner. So negative 8 minus 3 is negative 11. 8 minus negative 24 is like adding 24, so that'd be 32. 24 minus 18 is 6. Negative 32 minus 3 is negative 35. The bottom left corner would be negative 8 minus a negative 15. That's 7 because of the double negative. And finally, 12 minus 4 would be 8. And that does it for that problem. Okay, on the next problem, we're supposed to multiply these matrices. So let's first check out the dimension analysis. We have a 2 by 2, and we're supposed to multiply by a 1 by 3. And you can see that the number of columns in the first one does not match the number of rows. So this one is undefined. You can't do it. Okay, on number 8, we have a multiplication indicated by that big, massive dot there. And we have a subtraction. And normally multiplication would happen first, but there's parentheses around the subtraction, so we have to subtract first here. So this first little matrix here is just going to get copied for now. And we're going to go ahead and figure out the subtraction. Okay, the top left corner is 3, and that would be from this 4 minus that 1. 3 minus 2 would be 1, and then negative 5 minus negative 4 is going to be negative 1. And 0 minus 0 is still 0. 1 minus 8 comes next, and 6 minus 3 finishes it out. Okay, now let's see if we can actually get this one done. We have a 1 by 3, and we're multiplying it by a 3 by 2. And because these match the number of columns in the first one and the number of rows in the second one, we can get it done. We'll get a little 1 by 2 answer here. Those outside numbers are telling us. So what we're going to do here is look at the first matrix, that skinny one, and divide the rows. But there's really only one row, so that doesn't happen. The only way we do this is dividing the columns in the other one. So we're going to have 2 positions here, 2 by 1 matrix. The first position uses the only row and the left-hand column. So when you multiply those, you get you're going to get the 2 times the 3 would be 6. Sorry, wrong tool there. 6. And 4 times negative 1 is the next pair. And finally, negative 3 times negative 7. So that is going to be 23. All right, now let's do the other side. And for the other side, you're going to use the only row and the right-hand column. And the first pair of numbers, 2 times 1 would be 2. 4 times 0 is 0. And negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. So the answer is 23, -7 in that format. Okay, number 10, we're going to multiply, and actually there's multiplication, scalar multiplication in the front and matrix multiplication in the back. Let's do the back part here first, and that 3 is just going to copy for now. Okay, so let's set it up here. You have a, let's see, a 2. You have to separate the rows like that, and separate the columns like so. And then the top row on left hand side, you have 6 times 0 and 5 times 8. So that's 0 and 40 added together. So we'll just put 40 there. And then in the next one, you're going to do the top row, 6 and -20. So that's -14. And then finally, you're going to use the top row again, 24 and -15. So you get 9 there. Okay, then we shift to the bottom row, and you're going to have those numbers times these numbers, starting with 0 times 0, and -4 times 8. So that'd be -32. And then you shift your attention to the middle column. So 0 times 1 and -4 times -4. So that'd be 16. And then finally, well, not finally, because there's one more step after this, you're going to shift to the right, and that would be 0 times 4 would be 0. And -4 times -3 would be 12. So you end up with 12 there. And now all we have to do is triple these numbers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the answer to the example for number 10. And we'll continue with number 11 on another video.